Hello and welcome while we prepare our first meal for the solar cooker. It's going to be eggplant parmesan. We love it, so hopefully you do too. You don't have to peel an eggplant, but it's kind of chewy and tough if you don't. I like eggplant. Just a thin slice on the eggplant.
Does it matter how thin it is?
No, if you like it thicker, you can do it thicker. It cooks faster if it's thinner. Traditionally, eggplant is dipped in flour and then egg and then breadcrumbs and then fried, but I think that tends to be a little bit much and it kind of overwhelms the taste of the eggplant, so we're just going to put ours in a pan with some olive oil. You don't have to make your own tomato sauce, but it's really easy and it tastes better than store-bought. Get some garlic. We like garlic, so we're going to use what's left of that head. Okay, our oil is hot now for our eggplant, so I'm just going to drop these slices in one layer in the pan.
So you can only cook them one layer at a time?
Yep.
Wow, so that could take a long time actually to cook this.
It could. I usually have two pans going, but I'm using the other one to make the sauce.
So while that's going, then you get the sauce started?
Mm-hmm. A little bit of salt, and now we wait.
So you decided you didn't want to wait that long and throw them in another pan, right?
Yep. And then between each batch you need to add more oil.
So you end up using quite a bit of oil, huh?
Yeah, this is kind of an oil-heavy dish. You're not using the bread and the egg and flour. So this is one of my favorite kitchen tools. It's a garlic press. So rather than sit and chop garlic for a really long time and smell all garlicky, all I do is I take the cloves that I took the skin off, pop them in there, and press down, and it's all chopped for me. Take it off, give it a good stir, and you've got your garlic. So I'm just I added some red pepper flakes to our onions and garlic, and now some crushed tomatoes, and I made a mess. And put a lid on it, and it's ready. You've got sauce. You can add, if you like, you can add basil or parsley or Italian seasoning or herbs. We actually have a basil plant outside, so I might throw in some basil, but I thought I would actually, instead of putting it in the sauce, I'd throw a leaf in every so often in the layer of our eggplant parmesan. So onions, garlic, red pepper flakes, because I like mine a little bit on the spicy side, and crushed tomatoes.
And that's it?
And that's it. Mozzarella cheese. And just slice it thinly. So now we're ready to assemble. And we start by putting a little bit of the tomato sauce in the bottom of the pan, mostly so that the eggplant doesn't stick, and to give it some flavor down there too. Hey, I have to go outside and get some basil. You want to come? So here's our basil plant. I'm just going to pull off a few leaves.
Does the basil plant have a name?
No, got my little handful of basil. It's really not that much. It looks like a lot, but it's not. Okay, and then more sauce. Tricolore. I don't know if I'm saying that right. That means it's the three colors of the Italian flag, the white, green, and red. So a lot of Italian cooking actually has those three colors in it. Having a diverse color selection in your food means you have a diverse taste selection too, and nutrient value. We're actually prepping this tonight. We're going to cook it tomorrow. There are a couple different reasons for doing that. Number one, because it's night and the sun is setting. That's the biggest reason. Another reason is that with like casserole, tomato-based foods, the longer it, like if it can sit a day or sit overnight, the flavors get absorbed better and it'll taste better the next day. So our eggplant is actually going to absorb the flavors of the basil and the tomato sauce while it sits overnight. And then we're going to cover this and put it in the fridge. But when you use anything that's acid-based, like tomatoes or fruits, you want to be sure that you put it in glass and cover it with either with plastic or a glass lid, because the acid would react with the metal in aluminum foil or in a metal pan, and that's really not a good thing. You don't want that. It's okay for a little while, like we're actually going to cook this in aluminum foil tomorrow.
So we'll go in the fridge and then we will take it out and wrap this up tomorrow.
Yeah.
So welcome back. We've had the solar cooker outside heating up for about 20 minutes now in the sun, and now we're just going to take this, what we made yesterday, and put it into some foil, and we're going to cook it outside in the sun. Now, of course, you don't want to leave it in foil overnight, but if you're cooking it, it's okay if you're putting it in foil as long as it's not sitting in there for too long. Alright, well, our eggplant parmesan is ready to go. Here's a super important point. When you're working with solar cookers, you're going to want to make sure that you are wearing something to protect your eyes. Even though it's just aluminum, it really will reflect the sun very aggressively right into your eyes. These are actually Carrie's. I don't know where mine are at the moment. Going to put these on and we are going to go outside. So that's it. There's our meal inside of our solar cooker, and we are going to let it cook for about an hour to an hour and a half, and then we will be ready to eat. Alright, well, this method might be good for something, but it's not good for eggplant parmesan cooked in foil. So we're going to have to try it with something else at some point in the future. Well, Carrie and I are going through the process of learning. I think it's because of the foil in here that it needs a black surface to reflect onto. So we'll have to try this box cooker at some point again in the future, but we're still going to eat some yummy food. So we wrap this up by putting a little fresh ground Parmesan right on top of it. So this wasn't the best demonstration of how this box solar cooker works, or doesn't work as the case may be, but we hope we've taught you a different way and a yummy way to make eggplant Parmesan, whether you use a solar cooker or an oven. Good appetit, bon appetito, enjoy your food, happy trails. That is really, really good.
Your favorite thing about eating an eggplant?
That my wife really enjoys eating eggplant.
You don't like it? Nice.
No, I really like eggplant, but I think you like it more than I do. And while we're waiting, we will give you a brief history of the Italian Revolution.
Look on Wikipedia. We're
And
gonna do that again.
Make sure you get the right size lid for your pot. So now, can you take this pan and put it in the solar cooker, or what do you have to do there?
Why are you asking me? You're the one who knows the answer to that.
Does that hurt the basil plant?
No, it helps it grow.
Really?
Yep.
But we hope we've taught you a very yummy way to make... What is this? But we hope we've taught you a...
The leaf stuck to my phone.
So welcome back. Don't I look so hot in these sunglasses? Huh? Huh? You like that, don't you? This could be very dangerous. I don't know what's going to happen here. I'm not sure what else to say about that.
Ta-da! So a lot of their food has those three colors in it. That's the end.